use the proper tool for the job, the air chuck. Well, that's not gonna work. All right, we're gonna do some power washing. Got the tank out. We got some grime in there, and we're gonna take care of it. A little degreasing. It's not too bad, but while the tank's out, we're gonna clean it. Let's see. So that's what it looks like. Let's see. We'll do a little power wash. Oh, well, that's not gonna work. All right, try that again. The master cylinder's out. We did the little power wash, cleaned up the little engine or the trunk bay, and then now we're gonna go bleed the new master cylinder and get it in here. So here's the old master cylinder. Zoom out a little bit. And then the new one, we got it, switched over these little sensors or whatever they are. And I'm gonna pop these. We're gonna pop these guys off. And what I ordered was a reservoir. They call it a dune buggy reservoir, so you wouldn't use a remote. This one's got a remote reservoir. So you'd have this reservoir, and it sits up under the hood, and then it's got hoses that run to these little fillers. But I'm gonna pull these little fillers out. I'm gonna use this little dune buggy one. We'll fill this up, we'll bleed the brakes with little lines into the master cylinder, and we'll get all the bubbles out. We'll just take these guys off. Let's see. Hey, get out of there. Just pop those guys out. You'll see this guy just goes in there like that. Come on, get in there. Probably works better two hands, but come on, you can get in there. There we go. So, like that. We'll push it in the rest of the way though. I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy in the vise. All right, we're gonna make some little bleeders. So this guy can come up. I guess I could put a hose on there if I need to, but if I could bend these up high enough. Yep. All right, we're gonna use our little tube cutter. There we go. All right. Whoops. We'll find that later. All right. May have to extend these with a little hose or something. Sweet copper lines, man. Could handle doing brake lines with that all day long. And we will when we get back on the Nissan, because it breaks a brake line every time I drive, or every time we move it. Some vinyl line. That is just about perfect for bleeders. So, ooh, little screen, we can get rid of that. All right, I think we're good to go. Little .3 brake fluid. This is where I don't know how much to put in here, because we're gonna have to pull this back out and make a big mess. But put our bleeders back in there and use the proper tool for the job, the air chuck. There we go. You can see we got a longer a lot of gunk coming out of here. Probably from manufacturing this master cylinder, but there we go. We got it bled. I'm not sure how this is going to work out. I had this plugged with a oil pressure sending unit plug, pipe plug, but this is front right, front left, so we might have a little bleeding to do when we're bleeding the wheels to get the rest of the air out of this one. But otherwise, right now it looks like we got all the air out. Looking pretty good. So we're gonna go install this, and then we'll pull this reservoir off and then put the line adapters and stuff in. All right, we got the master cylinder bolted in. It was a two-person job, no room for a camera. But we're putting the lines back on, which they're going on pretty easy. I had determined that we have 1,000 miles since when it was rebuilt and sold, but it definitely had more, because I can see like right here was rust repair. So if it really had 12,000 miles, it wouldn't have rust repair. So, but it is pretty minimal. There's a little bit of rust repair here, a little bit on that side. Otherwise, I haven't found anything else in the car. So that's it. We'll finish buttoning up this master cylinder, and then we can get to bleeding them. All right, we got the master cylinder in. Now all we got to do is put the reservoir in, rerun some of these rubber lines that connect to the fillers, to the remote reservoir, and we can start bleeding brakes.